our approach requires us to become a licensed financial institution. That's what the trade-off is in these particular situations, because we are touching the funds. So we are taking that fiat money, converting it to stablecoin, pushing the stablecoin to the other country, and converting it back to the fiat money, which sounds easy, but it's a lot harder than we thought when we started this out. But we are waiting for a license because we are touching the funds. But we are pushing pseudo money, so to speak, because we cannot push real money without a license. We are pushing pseudo money to all these various countries and looking at liquidity. Can we sell this stable coin? Which stable coins we should use? We are optimizing that technology at this point of time.
So so that's why it's like a testing phase. So I believe you're looking. You've applied for a license already. I believe for the. Is that right? For the Financial Conduct Authority in London.
We are preparing for that application. We are looking at the different. We are talking with law firms and regulators because this what we are doing doesn't exist at this point of time. It doesn't exist. So that combination doesn't exist. So we have to be able to explain it in layman's terms to the regulators that this is as safe as the traditional financial, but a lot faster, and that takes a lot of time to explain this. I mean, we not only have to convince regulators, which are actually easier to convince, we have to convince banks and e-money institutions that we are connecting to our network that this is safe, and this is a lot faster, and this is the future. So this takes more time than a traditional financial technology company does business.
And this is because it's new. No one has ever done this combination before, you said.
Well, it is being done actually, not the way we are doing it. It is being done, and it's been tried before between two crypto exchanges, for example. Coinbase tried it, but whenever someone tries to do it, they immediately understand how difficult and how intricate and how complex that system is, and they usually give up. But we believe our system is much better and much more efficient than their solutions. So we are pushing this through, and we came a long way with all the regulators and e-monies and banks, and we are having a very positive conversation with them, and we are planning to start the actual live operation before the year's end right now.
Okay, so we're looking at, say, e-money transfers and banks. They're the potential clients, right?
Yes.
And then you're talking to regulators as well. So more than one regulator?
Right now, the English regulator, the British regulator. Sorry, sorry, the FCA, the Financial Conduct Authority. Yeah. But there are some more regulators that we want to talk to, but they will come in time.
So, just out of interest, then, the kind of feedback that you want. I guess the better question is, what sort of feedback have you been getting then at this stage from, say, banks and from the regulator?
Well, at this time, it's a little bit complicated. The business model in its current form, they like the business model a lot because it makes sense. It makes sense from the user experience point of view, from the operational point of view, and from the unit economics point of view. So it makes sense. The problem is the quick switches between fiat money and the stable coins. So because nobody understands stable coins and blockchains as well as they understand fiat money, because they are very new. They are in their infancy at this point, at this moment, and we are trying to explain how stable coins work and how it is from one end to the other, from one user to the other user, very real-time auditable. So we are trying to convince regulators that the audits and also banks that the audits will be easier than it is today, because we are only using public blockchains and we are only using stable coins that have a lot of liquidity, because we have to be able to sell those stable coins to buy the fiat money from the recipient country. So we only use like 4 different stable coins at this time to make that happen, because they work in the countries that we are interested in. So those are all in public blockchains, and we are trying to convince those regulators that it's actually easier to audit transactions and easier to transaction monitoring, real-time transaction monitoring, if you put stable coins as much as possible into the chain of value.
If you like this video, check out the full interview. This is an excerpt from. You should see a link to that full interview somewhere here on the screen, and I'll also put one in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it and sharing it, and do subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with all my videos as they go live. Thank you so much for watching, and stay curious.